What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Duel, back here with a Diablo 4 video, and today we're going to talk about everything that you need to know going into the expansion. Now, I know it's been a while since I put out a video, and the reality is I've just been really busy. I had to pass the certification for work, and I've been working, and I got married, so a lot of good stuff been going on, but I digress. Nobody cares about that. They want to hear about Diablo, so here we go. So yeah, a couple of things. New things that they're adding into the game. They're adding the Heraldric Cube, and they're adding talismans, and they're adding the Warlock. And if you haven't played the Paladin is playable actually right now. So if you never played it, the Paladin is also coming with this expansion. We're also getting a new region. We're getting updated endgame, which is called War Plans, and they're adding more bosses, and they've also changed how bossing works. Now, I'm not going to go into a full depth guide until like the expansion actually comes out, which is coming out today. So just things that you need to look forward to that is going to be changing the game drastically. Like from what I understand, the Heraldric Cube is actually going to have actual crafting, so you can like remove affixes and add affixes. And there's something called Transfiguration, where it's basically Sanctify, but maybe not as juiced as it was. And you can't sanctify every weapon, and they don't call it Sanctification anymore. They call it Transfiguration, but as far as I could tell, it's pretty much the same thing. Um, and there's other videos out there that that will go more in depth into those types of things, but really this is just an overview video. I don't have a script or anything in front of me. I'm kind of just going off riff here. But yeah, like I said, just recap the Paladin, the Warlock, the War Plans, the Heraldric Cube, the Talismans, and as far as I know, there is no new season this year, or this season. There's no season going along with this X pack. It's just the X pack. But they did say they're adding a couple new season chapters, so I might be putting out guides around that, depending on how those look like, and how much time I have to actually blast the game. But overall, very excited for this. And then lastly, just a couple of content creators I'm gonna just bring up that you should go check out, that do this for a living and do this way infinitely better than I do. But content creators that I generally keep a pulse on, just to see where things are at or things that I should be paying attention to. I don't want to copy their videos, obviously, but like there are things that I'll learn when I play that they don't necessarily explain, and so that's kind of what this channel is for, or at least an attempt at, right? Is try to fill that gap of like things that don't necessarily get explained fully by the content creators that do this 24/7, right? So the number one content creator that I would pay attention to if I was you is Woody Joe. Woody Joe, he's a build crafter, and I'm pretty sure he's a lead designer at Maxroll, and he makes a lot of builds. And generally, he's the rogue guy. So if you like rogues, he's the rogue person that you want to be looking at. The second content creator I'd be paying attention to is Rob2628. I think I got his number right. I'm going off the cuff. I don't have his username in front of me, but just look up Rob Diablo 4 and you'll find him immediately. But Rob plays Diablo religiously. Rob does not play any other ARPG, and I don't want to say this as like an insult, but like I say, Rob is built different. And what I mean by that is Rob just plays Diablo all the time. That's all he plays. He doesn't play Last Epoch. He dabbled in Path of Exile too, but I think he's, ever since the game launched, he just went right back to Diablo, and he never stopped. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure Rob only played PoE 2 on launch, and then he went right back to Diablo 4, and he never came back. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's where he is with that. I don't know like if he hates the game or whatever. I'm just giving you my opinion. So anyway, sorry, that was a long, exacerbated recommendation. But basically, the reason you should watch Rob is because he plays the game 24/7. He knows everything about the game. He knows all these different builds. Mainly, if you like barbarians, he's the barbarian guy. So go check him out for that. And point is, he just plays the game nonstop. But there is an issue with Rob's content, in my opinion, is that Rob is definitely one of those people that like, he's assuming when you watch his content, you're going for like Giga Chad endgame, min-maxing type of gameplay. So, if you're not at that level, or you don't want to be at that level, because some people don't, then his content may not be for you. That's why I put him at number 2. And then number 3, I will say, is probably Raxantarax. Now, obviously, you guys might already know all these creators if I'm talking about them and you're watching YouTube. But I just want to get it out there in case people don't, because these are good content creators to watch. But anyway, sorry, I'm going way off script here. This is what happens when I go on unhinged rants or whatever. But Rex is a good content creator as well, and he also has written build guides for mainly for Diablo 3 in the past. I don't really think he wrote any guides for Diablo 4, but he puts out good general casual audience type of videos for people. Maybe not always the best either. Again, it's always coming from the lens of somebody that has like 24 hours to play this game, and most people don't. So I'm hopefully going to try to fill that gap for people who don't have that ability, because I don't have that ability. I can't make videos 24/7. I can't play the game 24/7. I play when I can, and that's what I try to do. So, and I'll try to make videos on things that maybe don't really get touched upon or get talked about. So I will do my best to do that. So I also put out a like guide for returning players when the Paladin first came out, and that video popped off. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But whenever the expansion is out, and it comes out tonight, I will be blasting the game as much as time as I can between work and everything. I will do my best to make guides on updating that X-Pack video guide, and I'll put out a new video going over all the new stuff that they added and explaining it better and all these sorts of things. Now, of course, the other content creators are going to make videos, but they may not go in like as like casual depth, I like to call it. They might just do like an overview, a high-level overview of some of these features. So look out for that. But yeah, and then lastly, if you haven't preloaded the game, preload the game right now. You're able to preload it as we speak, and they have times on when the expansion is going to drop. And then one final tip to note is that don't expect to log in immediately. Those servers are going to be they're going to be timing out, and there's going to be memes all over the Blizzard sub or the Diablo subreddit. So go for a walk, go eat dinner, watch a show or something. Invincible's been pretty good, so go watch Invincible or maybe The Boys. I don't know, whatever you're watching while you wait for them to stabilize everything. And then the other thing to note is that the X-Pack drops, and then 30 minutes later the season drops. It is a season, but they're doing the chapters will reset, and they'll add the extra chapters and all that sort of thing. So don't just jump in when the X-Pack drops. At least if you're playing seasonal. Wait for the extra 30 minutes for the seasonal drop. Not a big deal. So anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for this kind of like starter guide video. Hopefully you find it helpful, and sorry that it's kind of unscripted. I did that on purpose. I really, it feels a lot better to just make videos when you're not just reading a script, but I know sometimes you need that structure for people. So I apologize if, this video was kind of unstructured a little bit there, but I just wanted to make this video because I haven't put out a Diablo video in a while, and I probably should have, but the problem is that there was so much information coming out that anytime I was like thinking about making a video, they would update new information. So what my plan is to let the X-Pack drop, and then play the game as much as I can, get to T12, and then explain everything as best I can, to a casual audience as best I can, and go from there. So, and then obviously I'm going to create that updated video guide for people who are coming back to the game that maybe are coming back. So, but that's going to be it for this video. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. If you can, feel free to like and subscribe. You do not have to, but it does help out the channel a lot. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys in the next Diablo video. Peace.